What's up everyone, welcome to today's video, welcome to the Video Game Fight School channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. So I think it's time for us to strike the final blow to this horse so that it will probably be dead forever. There is talk that the developers, and an accusation anyways, that the developers for Gotham Knights were hiding this entire news surrounding the 30 FPS. Now the reason I wanted to clear this up is because there are some of you that are still excited about Gotham Knights that feel like your trust has been violated. I wanted to make sure that I helped clear this up so that you can actually make a decision from a place that is much more clear-minded. So this particular set of reports came in the form of, in quote, a leaker leaked this information, so it forced the developers to actually get in front of it. Now, I have to admit, I'm somewhat, in a sense, responsible for not talking quickly about this thing I want to talk about here, but I kind of assumed that I'd already mentioned it and I thought that was probably going to resonate, but apparently that video got buried in the algorithm. So let's see if we can actually get some of this stuff out there and clear the air. So apparently all of this talk about the leak was not actually a leak. Whoever thought that this whole 30 FPS thing was some secret information probably needs to come out and admit that they missed it. And all of these videos and even music videos that have been calling the developers liars probably need to retract that, at least for their own integrity's sake. They can do what they want, I don't care, but at least the truth is eventually going to come out. So apparently on October 5th, when all of the previews were going on and going around, apparently one set of journalists asked or mentioned anything about the performance of the game on the PlayStation 5. What's really funny is on October 5th was when this video actually was a thing. So I'm going to go ahead on this particular little clip that I have on my Twitter feed, and I'm going to play this clip for you so that you can hear for yourself what was said about the performance.
Comes through. It's just beautiful and inviting, and it looks amazing in technical speak, 4K 30, which
that's what we played it in.
That's what you'll be playing on PS5 with glorious ray tracing.
Oh my god, the ray tracing was so good.
We are talking about raindrop.
Let me play that again so that we can hear it ourselves.
And it looks amazing in technical speak, 4K 30, which
that's what we played it in.
That's what you'll be playing on PS5 with glorious ray tracing.
Oh my god, the ray tracing was so good.
We are talking about raindrops.
So I'm sure many of you have already heard this for yourselves right now. Now, granted, this video in its full context only got about 20-something thousand views when you actually pay attention to what was going on at that time. Actually 32,000 views, I'm sorry, got more traction in the past few days. And when the internet was crowded with everybody jumping around and getting all hyped about the whole Gotham Knights preview, this information seemed to have gotten buried. And then just a few days later, some leaker came out and said, oh, it seems like it only has a 4K 30 FPS mode. And the Discord server blew up, and the developers themselves, they went ahead and moved into action and they addressed it. Now, keep in mind as well that Gotham Knights is such a polarizing game. It does have a lot of people that say they're in this community, but all they want to do is they want to hate on this game. For some strange reason, I don't know why this game rubs them off the wrong way. I'm in the place where I've just had to keep an open mind, even though I'm a huge Arkham fan, and just come to the project to see exactly what it is. It's been really helpful. If I'd probably let my Arkham enjoyment or my fandom for Arkham cloud my judgment, I probably would have fallen into this trap myself. Another thing that also needs to be made mention of in this video is my argument that these so-called current-gen consoles are already outdated pieces of hardware. Now, it is a scientific fact, and thereby I made a video where I pointed to analyses that show that old machines on the PC side can actually do better than the consoles. Now, yes, they may be missing ray tracing, but overall, they can punch out more frames and more performance that's stable than these new consoles can. And I'm sure many people might not necessarily like that news because you were marketed a PlayStation where on the box it says 120 FPS, 4K, all of that stuff. But the reality is they didn't tell you that it's only in some games. I'm sure when you read the fine print of your PlayStation 5 box, you're probably going to see those some games listed on there. And so what I did was today, in hearing the news that A Plague's Tale, the new one, was actually having some console performance issues, it made me go back and kind of look again over the way things are going right now. Because again, the performance issues seem to only be on the console. Now, I'm deciding that before I actually talk about this in a confirming way, that I actually play it myself. So the game comes out tomorrow for Game Pass users apparently. And so I'm downloading it currently on my PC and on my PlayStation 4. Did I say 4? On my Xbox Series X, I'm not downloading PlayStation 5 either because I don't have Game Pass on PS5. If only Sony would let Game Pass come on the PlayStation, I know, right? And then I'm probably going to be able to check it out myself and report to you guys. But these hardware, when you look at the way the PC is even performing, most new PCs, things like a 3080, according to ACG, the reviewer, actually had to lose some frames in some areas of performance. So it appears to me that the game, even though it's a single player game, a detailed open world, is struggling on some aspects based on visual effects, a bunch of the rats, and so on and so forth. It's quite the peculiar design. I actually do love the design. And one of the reasons I haven't even really played this franchise is because of time. I remember sitting and trying to play, me and my wife, we love playing adventure games together, and we just didn't have any time. And since then, our whole family structure has changed and so on and so forth. So it's actually a franchise that we've been looking forward to, and I'm glad that this game, the sequel, is actually out so we can play both of them back to back. So if you're trying to maybe play Gotham Knights and your biggest hiccup is that the developers somehow may have betrayed your trust, I hope that this video probably helps you make a more clear-minded decision. You can choose to still not buy because of the price point and other things, but at least let that not be the thing that deters you from having fun with a game that you've been looking forward to for many, many years. Thanks for watching the video. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section, and hopefully we can talk in another one. Peace out.